everybody, what's up? I am here at work right now. I just thought I'd come on here and I don't know, I'm basically just bored, so I thought I'd come on here. I just got here about almost 2 hours ago. Nobody's came in, so that's great. It's actually really nice outside today. I think it's about, what is the weather? Maybe 60, I want to say like 65 or something. It might be a little bit cooler than that though. I'm gonna check news, or the weather, sorry. Okay, is that actually true? Okay, it is exactly 65. Oh my gosh, I'm a genius. It's 65 degrees outside and it feels good, but it's also like really cold to me. Like I'm freezing inside here. It's a lot nicer. I'm wearing jeans. I'm wearing these cute Abercrombie jeans, which I'm gonna try and show you. If you can see them. I really can't lift my leg any higher. I feel so, I need to stretch and I hope it stays. But yesterday it was like 95. I went to the dentist. That's the first thing I did this morning. Was I woke up at 8:30 and I had to leave at 9. I went to the dentist. They did a filling. They said, you know, do you want us to do 2 fillings or just 1 today? Because I also have an appointment next week. But I was like, go ahead and do 2. So they started 1 filling, they finished it, then they started on the other, and as soon as he touched the top side of my mouth, I was like, ugh, like I like kind of clenched, and he's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, and he was like, does it hurt? And I was like, yeah, kind of. And I have never like noticed it, but as soon as he touched it, it really freaking hurt. So he said that they are gonna go ahead and start a root canal, so they did that. They started one, and then I go back next week because I have another cavity, I think. So they already planned another one just so I wouldn't be there that long and I could just do short appointments. But then I left and I just went home because I looked so terrible. I mean, they did the top and the bottom, so I had a filling and then a root canal started, and the whole side of my face was just numb. I couldn't feel my nose or my ear, which was crazy. He did like 3 shots of numbing stuff. I'm not really sure what it's called. I'm really dumb. So, but he did 3 shots and I think he did 4. I don't know if I ever told you guys about the whole bacteria. I don't think I did. I haven't vlogged in that long. Before we went to Florida, it was probably about a week before we left. Or no, sorry, it was like 2 weeks before we left. I had just got really bad texture in my skin. And basically, I mean, it was just horrible. Like, it was not, I had never had that bad of texture or anything. It was almost like just little red spots, and my skin was just really kind of splotchy and stuff, and it just wasn't good. Like, my skin was not good at all. And so my mom was like, you know, you should make an appointment to go to the spa and get a facial or whatever, and I wanted to get dermaplane before we left for Florida, so I scheduled that, and I was just gonna do a dermaplane and then like a I think it's called an essential facial or something, which is just like they alter it around your skin and like what kind of skin type you have, and they talk about it before, whatever. So I did that and I talked to her about it, and I laid down and she was gonna dermaplane first, but she was, you know, started to put some face wash on my skin, and then she stopped and she said, you know, how long have you had this texture, blah blah blah, have you been sick recently, like kind of asking me questions. She said, I think you have yeast in your skin, like, you know, I'm so glad we haven't started extractions or dermaplaning because that would only make the bacteria worse. And then she had another lady come in there and they were like, well, our nurse already left for the day because they have a nurse at that spa. So basically they were like, I can't, she's like, I don't want to touch it, I don't want to mess with it, I'm glad that you came to me because I know what this is or whatever, but you know, you just need to take some vitamins, some probiotics and stuff, and just kind of see what happens and schedule an appointment with our nurse so she can tell you what it is and kind of get you on the right track. So I scheduled an appointment immediately, and I think it was a couple days later I went back and I saw the nurse, and she just looked at my skin and she said, it's definitely bacteria in your skin. Let's put you on a 7-day antibiotic. So you don't want to get dermaplane this week. So I couldn't go before we went to Florida, which was fine. I think I scheduled it right whenever we got back or something, but I did the antibiotics, and whenever we were in Florida, my skin was great, like fantastic, great, because I'd also been in the sun and just, I mean, everything was kind of helping it with being in Florida. Like, I was just relaxed, the sun on my skin, wasn't wearing any makeup, antibiotics, and I was washing my face like really good morning and night, and my skin was just great. I stopped the antibiotics while we were on the trip, I do believe, or maybe, yeah, I think it was while we were on the trip. And we came back, and the week after we got back was actually, less than a week after we got back, was the Florida Georgia Line concert, which was great, by the way. And that same day, I started to put on my makeup, and my skin had a little bit of texture, but most of all, the thing with the bacteria in my skin feels itchy. Like, that's how it feels, like almost irritated, but it's just like, it doesn't look as bad as it just like feels so itchy. Like, I just need to scratch my face. So that's how it felt whenever I was putting on my makeup and stuff, which is just really annoying. But whenever we were on our way to the concert, we stopped at Saltgrass, such a good steakhouse, but we were there, and I was like, I'm gonna call the nurse again and just tell them to prescribe another round of antibiotics. And so I called, and they were like, yes, like, once the nurse is in, we'll have her call you. Like, I think we can, you know, have that happen without you having to come in. And so I was like, okay, great. The concert was great, whatever. That night, my skin was just, after I took off my makeup, it was almost like worse. It was just really irritated and stuff. And I think it was that Monday after we got back, because that was a Friday when I called. And, or sorry, yeah, I think it was Friday. That Monday after we got back, I called, and it was the nurse, and she said, hey Josie, I can either get you a 7-day or a 30-day antibiotic. And I was like, let's just go ahead and do 30 days, and I won't take it all, but just take it for a little bit and see if that helps, and then kind of just ease off of it while I'm on vitamins and, you know, whatever I explained. So I took it for about almost 20 days, and I was like, I don't want my body relying on antibiotics so much, and I was just sick of taking them. So I was still taking like zinc and vitamin B, vitamin C, probiotics, like taking all these vitamins and that, and it's freaking yuck. I hate taking any kind of medicine at all, or vitamins, sorry. My skin was good, like it was great actually. My skin was great, and then I stopped taking them. About 2 days after I stopped taking them, my skin got a lot more texture again, and I have not taken them since. And I'll tell you right now, I still have been having some problems with my skin, and it still feels like itchy. Like whenever I'm washing my face, I just want to scratch my face a whole bunch. That's how it feels, but I feel like my body cannot rely on that. Like, I cannot just live on them forever, you know? Whenever it first came about, it was like horrible, but it's gotten better. I obviously feel like, I mean, I wash my brushes, I put alcohol on them, like I'm super sanitary about stuff, but I'm just yapping up a storm because I'm obviously just bored. My boss is coming over here, I think. That's really it. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Hello everybody, how's it going? I am currently working. It's Saturday, October 6th. It is almost 11:30. I've been here since 8:45. I'm not supposed to really work Saturdays because there's 2 other girls that work Saturdays and trade out and stuff ever since I started working weeknights. But they both were busy, so one of them called me last night, and she was gonna originally work, but something happened, and she just asked if I could work for her, and I was like, yeah, of course. I wasn't like super ecstatic about it or anything. Ecstatic? I don't really know how to say it. I think it's ecstatic. I wasn't super ecstatic about working at first, but then like the more I thought about it, I was like, Saturday, what am I really gonna do? I might as well just go to work. Sorry, I'm like trying to fix my hair a little bit because it's like all crazy right now. I'm like super tired though because I stayed up a little late. Last night I worked and I was gonna go to the football game because it was homecoming in town, and I just didn't end up going. My sister called and she was like, hey, we're headed to Kelsey's house, my other sister. We're headed to Kelsey's house to just watch a movie or something because we are sick of being at the game. And all of us are like not super unsocial. We're just not really like, we like hanging out with our family basically. We're kind of homebodies, so that's kind of where we're at. I actually wanted to go to the game though, just to, you know, say hi to some people and just be there for a little bit. Like, I like going to those things for just a short period of time, but not forever or anything. I went over to Kelsey's house and I'm sorry, I'm like gonna fix my hair real quick. They started Elf or something and I was just like, you know what, I think I'm gonna work in the morning because Emma could have worked, but even though she doesn't work here anymore, she could have worked if she wanted to, because that was an option. If I didn't feel like coming in again or coming in on the weekend, she could come in. So I thought about that, but then at the end of the day I was just like, last night I was just like, I'm gonna just go in because I have nothing better to do. I just decided to take a shower real quick and I didn't go to bed. I've been having like such problems with falling asleep, and I think I took, like, this was a long time ago, I talked about how I take like melatonin, which is like a natural sleep aid, but I took melatonin like every single night, and then some nights I'd take Tylenol PM. Like, I just cannot sleep. That's like last night I didn't take anything. I'm trying not to take so-called natural sleep aids or anything. So last night I was like trying to fall asleep and I could not. It was so late and I'm like, I have to wake up in the morning, go to sleep, and just stuff kept going through my mind over and over, and I'm like so frustrated. On Wednesday, my grandpa, he had a knee replacement, and at 2:20 a.m. I got a phone call from my grandma saying, hey, your dad's not answering your phone, I'm so sorry to call you, but your papa fell down. Can you have him come over here and help me out, whatever. And so I like ran downstairs real quick because of course I was like panicking because I'm like, oh my gosh, you fell down, like whatever. I just went down there, I turned on my parents' lights, and I tapped my dad. I was like, go over to grandma's house, papa fell down, and he jumped out of bed so quick. I mean, we were all pretty worried, but I was like, do you want me to drive you? And he just looked at me like, why would I want you to drive me? Like, he was offended because I offered to drive him. Like, sorry, I was like more alert than you. I wanted to drive you over there so you weren't like asleep or anything, but whatever. But he went over there, and I sat on the couch for a minute and I was like, I have to go to sleep. Like, I barely slept. I like laid down and I was like almost asleep. Like, I felt myself just finally like going to sleep, and then my phone rings again and it's my dad, and he's like, I just want to let you know he's okay. I can't get him up myself, so I just called Josh, my brother-in-law, to come over here because I can't get him up without moving his knee or whatever, so I need some help or whatever. And I said, okay, good night, love you. But yeah, so he is good. I called my grandma this morning and she said that it's just really swollen, and if anything, if it doesn't go down or if he's just still having issues or it hurts worse, then they're gonna go get it checked out. But as of right now, he's just at home. He's actually not taking any pain medication. That keeps him up, so he hasn't been taking it since before his surgery. They gave him some pain medicine and he hasn't taken it after, which is insane to me. But if he doesn't want to take it, he doesn't have to take it, obviously. That's insane. Like, I mean, I'm okay with pain, but like even situations of like pain, I'm just like, go ahead and give me whatever pills, whether it hurts or not, just to be safe. I don't know if I've even said this, but Kelsey, the second oldest in our family, Kelsey is having her third baby. Yeah, that's so exciting. She's not figuring out what it is. That's super hard for me to like hear people that don't figure out what it is, because it makes me like, ugh. Not like it's any of my business, but I'm just super nosy and I need to know stuff. So I just haven't been vlogging because I haven't been anywhere like 2 weeks. Actually, I went out of town last weekend, so that was really nice. We went to a little truck show, and I say little truck show, it was like semi-trucks and stuff, and it was so cool. It was in Joplin, and we had like the best time. But I just posted on a beauty page that I posted in there last night asking for dermatologists. Hopefully they can figure it out, and I don't want to be put on any medications if I go, and just tell me what it is, and if it's in my diet or something, I'm gonna be heartbroken. I do not want to change my diet at all. Obviously my diet is like literally McDonald's, Sonic, and donuts, you know. What can you do about it? And coffee. And I rarely drink water either, so that's probably not good. Sorry, I've just got to stretch. I might be drunk, I don't know. I'm like so tired right now. I'm gonna go take a nap. Not really, but I'm gonna go talk to you guys later. Probably next week. Hopefully I'll go somewhere where I can actually vlog out of work, but I highly doubt I will. Bye, love you.